I think, there are a couple of different issues to untangle in that question. One is the US wants Iran to get rid of its nuclear program. Now, the difference of opinion is on what that actually means. How can it be defined? You can define this in a number of ways. One is no further enrichment of uranium. Two is you have to get rid of existing facilities on the ground. And Iran is willing to do some things, but not other things. For instance, Iran is not willing, has never been willing to get rid of its existing nuclear facilities. It says that they're strictly for civil purposes, etc. And in the previous agreement that was signed under the Obama administration, it was willing to open up these facilities to IAEA inspection, and many, objective international observers said that they did not find Iran violating the agreement, etc. But on the US side, that there are some hardline hawks who would like to see, uh, this go further, which is to say, when they say that they want to have a nuclear deal with Iran, they mean that Iran should not have any nuclear facilities. It should not have the ability to enrich uranium going forward, not just the willingness, but also the ability. And this is a major difference of opinion. Now, when you bring Israel into the fray, many of the Israeli officials would probably agree with the hardline hawks. They would like to see Iran's ability to build a nuclear program go away completely, not just its willingness, but also its ability, which means you need to get rid of its facilities. Some of these are underground facilities. Some of these are facilities that neither US nor Israel really know where they are. So it's a challenge, not just even if you did have an agreement of that kind, there is a challenge in terms of implementation. Who's going to implement it? How are you going to implement it? And in what manner can you make sure that it's implemented? All this aside, there is, as I mentioned earlier, the issue of an incentive to sign a deal. The problem here is that Iran did have an agreement with the US previously, and that agreement does not exist anymore. The US withdrew from that agreement. And so, on both sides, there is now a problem of mistrust. The US has an issue, Israel has an issue with Iran in terms of saying, even if they did sign an agreement with Iran, they are never going to be absolutely sure that that agreement is being fulfilled or implemented on the ground, because it's very difficult to get that kind of a safeguard in place. And on Iran's side, even if Iran was to sign a deal and follow that deal, and international observers say that it is following the deal, Iran can never be sure that that deal is going to stand the test of time, because other parties in the dispute can withdraw from it unilaterally at any point in time, and then you're back at conflict. So when you're not sure whether an agreement can hold, when you're not sure how an agreement can be safeguarded and implemented and secured, then neither side of the dispute really has an incentive to sign an agreement. We are in very, very early stages of looking at an agreement in that sense. You still need to build trust between the parties so that they believe that the other side is going to honor its share of of the negotiations.